Hello Captains, welcome back to my Let's Play series of the Dominion faction playing a Jem'Hadar Vanguard character in Star Trek Online. We are continuing our missions. Now, what you see before you is a bit of a jump. You'll notice I am now level 65, where I was not in the last video. There is an explanation for this. Quite simply, I recorded the next mission, which we had done Armistice in the last video. I actually played The Search, but guess what happened? I had a video glitch and I lost all the footage. It became corrupt and I lost all the footage for The Search. So yes, I played the mission, the next one, for you all, and I recorded it, had a nice recording, did a great video. All that work down the drain. So what does that mean? It means I'm going to have to replay the mission. But what it also means is in that video that you didn't get to see, unfortunately, I did hit level 65. So we are max level now in the game. And since I became max level, I went ahead and took advantage of that and did just a few modifications, just a few tweaks here and there to my character since the last video that you saw. So what I've done is, well, obviously I am now max level, so that's a biggie right there. I have also gone ahead and put another phased Polaron dual heavy cannon on the front of my ship. So now I have two phased Polaron dual heavy cannons up front. Remember, I had just this little single dual cannon before, which is what Cryptic put on there. This is that dual cannon, but I replaced that with a dual heavy cannon. I also took away the torpedo they had in the back. They had a quantum torpedo. I went ahead and added a phased Polaron turret in the back. That way I have three aft weapons that when I'm firing forward will all fire in the same arc as my forward weapons. Therefore I get the full benefit of all the aft weapon slots. So this will forward fire, this is a 360-degree beam, so it'll forward fire, and this will forward fire, and really side fire, broadside fire, rear fire as well, because they're all 360 degrees. So that means I can point my ship at the enemy and fire all my weapons at once now. And like I said previously in a video, I'm going to be changing over to phased Polaron, and the reason why is because that is thematic with the TV show. Deep Space Nine specifically stated in an episode where they meet the Jem'Hadar for the first time, they specifically stated the Jem'Hadar use phased Polaron energy weapons. So that's why I'm going with phased Polaron. I want to keep this build very thematic to the TV show. Also, we still got our Jem'Hadar Escort T5U, so I haven't changed ships or anything. But you will notice that I do have all the masteries unlocked now. I went ahead, since I already hit max level, I was like, well, I got nothing to lose. Let's go ahead and grind out the masteries and get them all unlocked so that future videos that you all watch will at least have the benefit of having our ship maxed out now. So Tier 1 is maxed out, that's plus 5% accuracy. Tier 2 is plus 5 defense rating. 3 is plus 10% kinetic and energy damage. So I'm doing more damage with my ship than I was before now. And then the last one was an increased critical chance with my ship. So that's the basics there that have changed. I haven't changed anything on ground. Ground is all still the same. But we can look at my stats now on the ship, and you will see that I have a power transfer rate of 250%. My defense rating is 85. My hull is almost 90,000. Pretty good for a little escort, actually. Almost 11,000 on shields. The shields are pretty weak, but the Jem'Hadar shields typically are. These are resilient shields anyway. There's my resist, kind of low resistances, 5% critical chance, 50% critical severity, 39.7 degrees a second turn rate, so I can turn really good in this ship. But that's pretty much maxed out. The ship is maxed out on level anyway, so it's just a matter of you know, beefing up the weapons and stuff. But I'm going to keep flying this ship for all of the Gamma Quadrant missions, because this is the ship that Cryptic gives us when we, you know, create a new Jem'Hadar character, a new Dominion faction character, and I want to get the most out of it that I can to give you guys and show you the bestest experience with this ship, since that's the one they give you. Of course, I will be trying out other ships in the future. I appreciate all your feedback on every ship suggestion you've given me. You've given me a lot of ship suggestions. I appreciate it. Because I was questioning which ship I'm going to go with in the future. I've just decided at this point I'm going to try every ship. I mean, why not? That's why I'm here. That's why I have all the ships. That's why I purchased the whole... I'm getting really far away from ESD. I've purchased all of the Vanguard, you know, ship, the Vanguard Raiders. Some people were saying I might like that ship. I've got all the ships. I purchased the whole pack. So why not try each one out anyway? So that's what I'm going to do, is after I am finished with the Gamma Quadrant missions, after I am finished with all those, I am going to equip each ship and just work my way through them. You know, try to make the best build I can at the time and work my way through them. We obviously have a lot to grind, because obviously I want to get my gear upgraded. I want everything to be like all my other characters. I want everything to be Mark 15 epic gear. So that's going to take a long time to grind and all that. But eventually that's where I want to get, so I can like really test out and review each individual ship. And that way I can find out which ship I really do want. If I play them all and try them all, surely I'll find one that I like best on this character. So that's kind of my goal. There's just one more thing I want to get to on the ground. Well, you know what? I'll just show it to you when we go into combat. I changed my uniform again, and I went this time. Actually, you can just see it right here. I went with the regular soldier uniform. I just really like that uniform, so that's what I went with. Okay. ESD is a bit loud. Let's get away from it. Yeah, as I was trying to say, I just like this uniform. I know this is the soldier uniform. This is not the Vanguard uniform. I know that. But I like the looks of this one better. I just do. And so that's what I'm going to use for the rest of these Gamma Quadrant missions that we're playing for now. I may change this in the future. I don't know. But for right now, I'm going to stick with that soldier uniform just because, well, I like it. I just like it. I like the way it looks. I like it better than the Vanguard uniform. Now, some other people have mentioned I should probably claim in the Z store I have access to, under personnel, somewhere, under personnel, I have access to Jem'Hadar Vanguard bridge officers. So these are bridge officers that I can have on my ship that are Vanguard, whereas the ones I have on my ship now are just a regular Jem'Hadar soldiers. I have this because I have the whole Gamma Vanguard pack. So I can claim these and equip better bridge officers. That is something I'm going to do, but I'm going to save that for the future. And the reason why is because right now, Cryptic has given us a pretty good setup on bridge officers. I mean, they've already got all their gear set, all their skills set, plus they affect, you know, your bridge officer stations and your away team stations and everything else. So I'm going with the Cryptic setup, you know, what they gave us with the Dominion faction. So that way you can see what the experience is like just with the plain old Jem'Hadar Vanguard Cryptic designed build. In the future, after I finish the Gamma Quadrant missions, I will get my Vanguard bridge officers in here and figure out where they fit best. Another thing Cryptic has done, which I like, is see they've made each of these regular ones a specialized character. For example, this is a command specialist, and this is a miracle worker, and this is an intelligence specialist, and here's a temporal operative. So I don't have to use manuals to create those specialized bridge officer seatings, because they've already given that to us on these regular bridge officers. And I'm not sure that the Vanguard ones would have that. So that's something that's special right now anyway. I like that. Even though these are not the Vanguard bridge officers, they still have specialized seatings for if I want to use one with a ship or whatever. So I need to definitely keep these guys because they're extremely useful. Okay, let's play the mission, which again I have already played, but I told you I lost the video on that, so I basically am replaying this again. But now hopefully this recording will work and you guys can actually see that recording of it. An expedition into the outer reaches of the Gamma Quadrant leads to startling revelations about the state of affairs within the Dominion.
The Founders have asked the Alliance to send an expeditionary force into the outer reaches of our territory. The Hurkarn is numerous there. We should be able to gather intelligence on them while we render aid to the Dominion forces in that sector. Founder Odo will be accompanying us on his flagship, along with Captain Kira aboard the Starfleet vessel Defiant. Counselor Garrick will be commanding a small Cardassian fleet as well. We will meet them in the Dosi system. Our latest intelligence has discovered a Hurk presence there. Join us there as soon as possible.
Okay, so let's do that. Accept mission. I've just noticed I'm at the edge of space again. I tend to do that. And look, I found somebody else way out here. Let's go say hi. I mean, right at the edge of space. Hello there, fellow traveler. We are both out here, far away from home, trying to get past Earth, but yet we aren't, because we have to warp out. Okay, to make this go a little faster, let's just transwarp straight to our mission. I won't take the time to actually fly there this time, although I did in the first video that you didn't see. Let's begin the search.
You've arrived. Good. We need to stop the Hurk before they attack the Dosi homeworld. The Alliance has sent ships to assist us, but we're the front line until they arrive. I hope you're ready to make a stand.
The Dosi are members of the Dominion?
The Dosi recently joined the Dominion after many years of independence. Their aggressive fondness for commerce can be troublesome, but they've managed to prove their worth to the Founders. Work on this planet was a joint project with the Karemans, and the Dominion built a station here to provide oversight.
As you say, Founder.
Honor the Founders. Destroy the Hurk.
You got it. Hurk
Victory is life!
Coming up. Ooh, that was a lot of fun. I can definitely tell that our ship is doing more damage.
You fought well, and honored the Founders with your efforts. Take this opportunity to learn what you can about the Hurk. As the Vorta are fond of saying, knowledge is power. Any tactical intel you gather here will be of use to all who stand against the enemy. Consider this your next test. Victory is life.
Victory is life. Yeah, I can tell my ship is doing more damage. One more thing I forgot to show you that I did update is under my specializations, I went ahead and made Intelligence Officer the primary and Command the secondary. Simply because I believe for this build, a specialization intelligence helps keep me alive a lot better since I'm in an escort.
This planet appears to have been abandoned some time ago. No life signs detected. Sensors indicate an extensive network of defunct mines. I'm reading residual levels of dilithium, topoline, chemosite, and several components used in the production of the white. This world is of no tactical or economic value to the Founders. I see little reason for the Herc to attack it, and yet, riddles may amuse the Vorta, but I prefer truth and action. Wait! I'm reading more Herc inbound!
Battle stations.
They're going for the station. What are they after? We should scan the station once we're done with these Herc. Signs on sensors. It looks abandoned. I'm picking up trace levels of mineral resources in several storage areas, but there's nothing of note here, unless the Herc are driven solely to consume an assortment of minerals. This is a very interesting place, in that it's completely uninteresting to everyone but the Herc.
I don't think the answers we're looking for are here.
Don't go to warp just yet. We're picking up a distress signal over here. You should take a look.
I will check.
Looks like it's a Ferengi signal of uncertain origin coming from the Karema system. I seem to recall Quark mentioning some business with the Karemans recently. This can't be a coincidence. We should look into this. Quark might have bitten off more than he can chew again.
Okay.
Is that really a good use of our time? The Karemans are very resourceful. They design a considerable number of weapons and defense systems for the Dominion. I'm confident they can deal with the Herc on their own. As for Quark, he's quite capable of getting himself out of trouble. Trouble, I might add, that he had no business getting into in the first place.
Continue.
I must say, Ambassador, I'm shocked. I know Quark's a gambler, but I never realized you were as well. Karema is a part of the Dominion, and an important one at that. Is losing their tactical and technological resources to the Herc wise?
Very well. Since I can see there's no talking you out of this, I'll accompany you to Karema. We're ready to go warp when you are. Let's get this over with.
All right, let's go. It's cool playing this from the other side, being on the
Where did all these ships come
Jem'Hadar.
from?
There's the other Founder
And here we
ships.
are, the Karema system. Let's address Garrick's concerns, find out what Quark needs, and deal with it.
I live to serve the Founders.
Far be it for me to question the word of a founder, but that is a very large Dominion fleet I'm reading on sensors. I only mention it because we were led to believe Odo's fleet was the last. I trust there's a reasonable explanation for this miscommunication.
The Dominion flagship is hailing us.
Your presence is not required here. Explain yourself.
Apologies, Founder.
It's not our intent to cause trouble, Founder. We followed a distress signal from our good friend Quark, and we take the lives of our friends very seriously. I am curious about your presence here and the large number of Jem'Hadar vessels accompanying you. You see, Odo told us that his fleet was the only one left to defend the Dominion. That clearly isn't the case.
As are we. Karema is part of the Dominion. We are here to assist them, if they wish it.
Yes, Founder.
Odo commands an expeditionary fleet. It is his to use in a mission to seek and destroy the Herc as he sees fit. My fleet is a defense fleet. It seems the distinction was not made clear to you. How unfortunate.
If you don't mind, we would still like to enter Karemin space and assist our good friend in his hour of need. Surely, that would be acceptable, yes?
I will take responsibility for their actions in Karemin space. One of our operatives requires immediate extraction.
You're quite persistent, aren't you? Very well. In the spirit of our newfound pact with the Alliance, I will allow you to proceed, albeit at your own risk. Exercise caution, Odo. It would be tragic for you to come so far, only to end it all here over Karema.
Thank you, Founder.
It seems we're not getting the whole story here.
So, business as usual.
Exactly.
It's a lot of
Captain.
ships. Ow. That hurt. Very nice. No response. I'm trying hailing frequencies, but I'm getting nothing in return. Keep trying.
My sensors are showing a broad band of interference in the area. It's jamming the standard Karemin hailing frequencies. Might I suggest giving them a new, more secure frequency to use for communications?
I'll send them a new frequency. Transmit new hailing frequency.
Hello? Can you hear me? We need help, and fast! Most of our planetary defense lines are in danger of being overrun by the Herc. We tried to evacuate, but the Jem'Hadar fleet opened fire on our ships when they broke orbit. We're trapped!
You must be mistaken, Kariman.
Combat is notoriously chaotic. I'm sure there's a reasonable explanation for that. One best pursued after we find Quark and help the Karemans.
As you say, Founder.
I wonder. Ah, yes. We should try to find Quark soon. It's quite possible he's the only Ferengi on the planet. A deep-range sensor scan should locate him.
Okay, scan for Ferengi. It took a few scans, but I found one Ferengi life. It's surrounded by a handful of Karema and a large number of Herc. There's a lot of interference in the area, so we can't get a transporter lock on him at this time. Can we hail them?
Finally. I was beginning to wonder if anyone would come. It took you long enough. Is Garrick with you? Tell him. I found the package, so he better get here fast if he wants it in one piece. Running out of time here! The Herc are closing in! Get me! Poor Odo's right wrong whiz will finally come down!
We need to get Quark out quickly, before he has an encounter with the Herc of the fatal variety. Let's go down together while Captain Kira and the Ambassador cover our ships in orbit. We'll have to beam down outside of Quark's location. I suggest bringing some pattern enhancers along. We may need them to beam out once we find him.
I'm ready. Alright. Now let's go save Quark.
We're about as close to Quark's last known location as we can get with transporters. I'm afraid we'll have to make the rest of the journey the old-fashioned way. Shall we?
Let's go.
Quark's life sign is near here. Let's try to find a way in.
Yeah, I just like the looks of this uniform better. I know it's not the Vanguard uniform and all that, but I just like how it looks better. That's me.
How convenient. We've found a hidden path. Let's have a look. Interesting. The metal in the walls here completely scatters my sensors. Ah, more Earth. It seems we're in the right place. My tricorder shows a Ferengi life sign beyond that rather secure door. Unfortunately, the Karemen security system is beyond me. Given time, I could crack it, but we're running low on that commodity. There are a number of Karemen life signs nearby, however. One of them might be able to help us reach Quark.
Understood. Search the nearby Karemens. Or save nearby Karemens. Oh, there they are.
That was it. I was gonna get eaten by one of those things. Can't say I like that idea much, so, thanks, whoever you are. You're not police or military, well, Karemen military anyway. What brought you down here to the middle of hell?
We're looking for a Ferengi.
Oh, him. Think I saw my brother and some of his men hustle the little grifter into a vault before those monsters got in here. Good luck getting him out of there. Wait, that was rude. You just saved my life. Let me return the favor. One of my brother's people should be able to open the door for you. Find them, and you're all set.
Got it.
Perhaps waiting here would be best. The outer world is still a mess.
Indeed.
Am I glad to see you? Thought for sure we'd be safe from those things down here. Caves do a number on sensors and transporters, but that didn't slow them down much. Filthy creatures. If you don't mind my asking, why are you here? You're not with Karemen Defense. Are you mercenaries? Private security?
No, we're looking for a Ferengi.
That'd be Quark, then. Only Ferengi around here that I know of, anyway. He's in a secure vault, not far from here, with another VIP. Look, I owe you my life, but I don't have the code to get to Quark. There are others nearby. One of them should have it. Help them, and I'll make sure they open the door for you. I swear it.
Very well.
The other Dominion ships just left the system. We're on our own.
The door's right there. I'll stay here while you save everyone.
Enemy targets on sensor.
Thanks for the timely rescue. I don't suppose you'd be willing to turn a blind eye to all the contraband you've seen down here? It'd save me the trouble of shooting you later.
Excuse me?
Kidding. I was kidding. You know, humor. Do they have that on your planet? Anyway, you're clearly not Karemen police, so what brings you down here?
We're looking for a Ferengi named Quark.
Oh, Quark, yeah, I know him. Little guy, big ears, flashy dresser. I hear he owns a moon. And we locked him up in a secure room when the shooting started. Big spender like that should be kept safe. Tell you what, help us out with all these nerks, gurks, and whatever you call them. Help us, and I'll help you. Deal?
We've helped everyone else. Let's go get Quark.
All right, I'll wait for you here. Try not to die, okay? And here we all are, alive and kicking. Wonderful. We had a deal, and I'm not about to back out on it, especially since you're all so well-armed and cranky. Not the kind of people I want to cross. Yeah, that can't be good. Door's open. You'd better get a move on. Your pal sounds a little stressed.
Quark's scream is very unique. Very unique.
It's good to see you too, Quark. I see your mission was a successful one as well.
Yes, Garrick, I found your mysterious widget. What is it exactly? It's not Karemin tech. They found it a few days before I got here. I haven't had a lot of time to analyze it, thanks to the Herc.
I see. Thank you, Quark. This narrows things down considerably.
It does. Good. That makes it more valuable.
Indeed it does, my friend. Indeed it does.
Okay. We found something. Wonder what it is. Let's talk to, let's talk to the Minister.
Not the liberators I was expecting, but thank you nonetheless. I'm First Minister Bakelba. Our situation has gone from bad to worse, and we have the Dominion to thank for it.
In what way?
Those of us on the edge of the Dominion were abandoned when the invasion began. In light of that, we voted to secede, to truly stand alone. The Dominion stood by while the Herc attacked us. We held off the invasion for a while, but their numbers are great. When we asked for aid, the Dominion refused. When we tried to evacuate, their fleet opened fire. They mean to punish us for our defiance.
The Founders do not value rebellion. Quark?
Well, First Minister, it looks like my distress call was heard. We're saved. Thank you. Looks like your reputation for getting things done is well deserved.
You're welcome.
And as for you, Garrick, you and I need to have a long discussion. Seems you forgot to mention that Karema was under a Dominion blockade, and in the middle of a Herc invasion. Do Cardassians go senile? Oh, don't answer that, I don't want to know. What I do know is, you're not paying me enough for this aggravation.
Calm down, Quark, you're safe now. You'll need to set up the pattern enhancers in order for us to lock on and beam everyone back. Okay. Let's check over here first. This is glowing.
It would appear that the Herc burrowed this way to bypass the doors above. And unlike most burrowing creatures, the Herc actually ate their way through the ground.
Disturbing.
The Herc are leaving. For now.
Everybody aboard.
Good luck with the revolution, Minister. You'll need it. You'll be hearing from me soon, Garrick.
I'm looking forward to it.
You won't when you see my bill.
Talk to Garrick.
Now that we're past that unpleasantness, I think it's time we had a chat with Ambassador Odo, particularly about this technological wonder we've acquired.
What is it exactly?
I have my suspicions, of course. Suffice it to say, I believe you'll find its purpose of great interest to all concerned parties. My main curiosity lies in what the Ambassador will have to say about it. I propose we get to the bottom of this together.
Very well.
Excellent. I'll make all of the necessary arrangements and meet you aboard Odo's flagship.
Tread carefully. It is not wise to challenge a Founder.
So I have come to understand. That being said, I have a great deal of respect for the Ambassador. In the event that I cause offense, I trust you'll defend his honor in an appropriate fashion. Shall we proceed?
Okay. Hey, I gotta protect my Founder, right?
What is this?
Stand down, all of you. To what do I owe this unexpected visit?
I hope you'll forgive the intrusion, Ambassador. We need to speak in person.
What are you up to, Garrick?
That's a very good question. What's this about exactly?
It's in regard to this device we found on Karema. Do you know what it is?
No idea. Some new Kareman military tech, perhaps?
Interesting. But no. The Karemans didn't make this. But it is a Dominion creation.
And its purpose?
I'm sure I have no idea, Ambassador. It does emit a signal, however. It's quite similar to that used by the Herc. Perhaps I should turn it on and show you?
There's no need for that.
I don't like where this is going, Garrick.
Nor I, Captain. You see, I found a similar device on Bajor.
On Bajor? When?
Right after the recent Herc attack, I'm afraid. Captain, scan the device. You'll find the soil residue on it is of Bajoran origin.
It does. It's from the Kendra province. Well, that doesn't mean that Odo...
Enough, Nerys. I can't have you defending me on this.
What?
Garrick's right. These devices call the Herc, and we put them there.
Explain. Now.
We needed the Alliance's help immediately. There wasn't time for summits or diplomacy. So I found a high-value target and led the Herc to it. I also took steps to make sure their attack would fail. Bajor was never at risk. You have to understand that.
Oh. Slap.
You put my entire planet at risk. People died, Odo.
Nerys!
Save it. I've heard enough.
Please continue, Odo. You were saying?
I did what I needed to do to bring the Alliance into the war. I lied. Risked the lives of millions to save billions more. But there's more to this than a staged Herc attack. The other Founders are hiding things from me. If I challenge them now, I'll have no chance to find out what. So, for now, I have to play the part.
Well, you're doing a great job of that, Odo. Or should I say, Founder?
Oh, he's hurt. Look at him.
Trust me when I say I understand your position, Odo. The Captain, on the other hand...
I know. I have a strong lead, but I'll need your help to move on it.
You know how to reach me. It seems you are a gambler, Odo, and a high-stakes one at that.
You have no idea.
Well, a lot of information being revealed there. Let's make our rounds and talk to everyone. First, Garrick.
Quite the revelation, don't you think? It will be interesting to see how the powers that be respond to all this. For now, I think it's best to keep this in the purview of the diplomats. Let's return to our ships. There'll be more time to speak about this matter later.
Indeed. Okay, let's talk to Weyoun and Loris.
I'm surprised to see you here, Weyoun. Aren't you usually at your Founder's side, hanging on her every word?
Excuse me.
It is a message from said Founder that brings me here now. She would remind you of your purpose, to serve the Dominion as a whole.
How kind of you to deliver the message in person. Thank you for your service. As for my service, the Ambassador shares his wisdom and guidance with me. Truly, he is a most benevolent god. Why should I not serve him? He is a Founder, after all.
Hello.
Serve the Founders, yes, but also serve them well. Do recall the fate of your predecessor. She thought she served the Founders well, quite possibly to the moment her unfortunate life came to its conclusion. As we both know, she was greatly mistaken.
Clears throat.
The same could be said for your predecessor as well, dear Weyoun. Have you forgotten his sins? I know the Founders haven't.
Hey.
I know you work directly for a Founder, but you should remember your place. It's very impolite to eavesdrop and interrupt a private conversation between your superiors. Perhaps you need a reminder of who provides your Catracel whites.
Apologies. All you gotta do is threaten Catracel White on me. Duke and Rex.
This is unexpected. The Founders have put useful allies at risk here. While the Karimin should be punished for their rebellion, they should also be given a chance to atone and return to the Dominion. It is not our place to question the will of the Founders, but a good soldier strives to know what he can do about the battlefield and the challenges it may present. Remain vigilant and keep me appraised. Victory is life.
What are you thinking, Elder?
Our gods keep their own counsel in the end. It is not our place to question them. And yet, we follow them because they have given us life. We pledge that life to them and earn it through our victories. But if a god's creations are valueless, why create them? And if they have value, why destroy them? Can a god be unworthy of worship?
Ooh, I do not know, Elder. And Odo.
I trust you understand the need for security here. What you've heard today is not to be discussed with anyone else, understood? No one, not even another Founder.
As you command, Founder. Are you ready to return? I am ready. A lot revealed in that episode there. That Odo set this all up, basically, to bring the Alliance into the war. Very, very interesting.
We have heard much today. The wisdom of the gods is not always evident to soldiers like ourselves, but I trust Founder Odo. I believe we should continue to serve him. He seeks to save the Dominion from the Hurk, and he may well be our best hope in doing that. Speak of what you have learned today with no one, especially Weyoun. I do not believe his intentions are always in the Dominion's best interests. Return to your duties. I will contact you when Founder Odo is ready to move forward with his plan.
Okay, and I already have the Karima Trader Com code. I got it the first time I played this, so we'll just take any old thing, probably sell it.
Remember, victory is life.
Okay. That's the Endeavor. Okay, so that is the mission. Again, the search. A lot learned in this mission about these devices that can call the Hurk, and how Odo set him up on Bajor to call the Hurk. And I guess one was also put on Karima, I'm guessing the other Founder. But very interesting story revealed there. And of course we are level 65 still. We made it very quickly to level 65, and I just want to say something about that. I kind of feel that I wish Cryptic had maybe made the Dominion faction start at level 50 instead of 60. Because 5 levels, it just goes really fast. From 60 to 65, there's really nothing there. But if they had made it level 50, you would really get a feeling of accomplishment as you gone from 50 to 55 and then to 60 and then to 65. You would feel like you're really making a difference on your character, leveling it up and making it your own. I just feel 60 to 65 is too short, but 50 to 65 would have probably been a lot better, because at 50 you would still be able to play in-game content and still be able to fly a tier 5 and tier 6 ships. So I don't know, I just think that's what it should have been, but that's just me. Anyway, thank you all for watching The Search. We'll do Doom to Repeat next. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next one.